country. You don't like her flag. But you think that we give a damn about that. There's a million pissed off rednecks just like me. And we're all sick and tired of this bullshit on TV. I guess you didn't know, but you don't listen generally. You have a right to burn my flag.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I didn't want it to stop right there. Oh, well. We in it. What's up, fellas?
What's happening?
Hello, hello.
I got some major lag going on here. Well.
Someone's got something flying over the house.
I swear to y'all, I do not live in metro area, so it's military maneuvers. I don't know what I got going on here, man. I guess we're live.
Yep. There was no countdown. That's what I was looking at.
5.
It just went right in.
3, 2.
We'll give it a minute, let everybody creep in here. I know it's been over a week since we came back. This is the first live of the new year.
Yes,
So
it is.
we're going to kick it off right and talk shit about our people that Saxman elected in there.
Wow. It's a Carolina thing, man.
Old South Kakalaki.
Kakalaki. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they easing in here. So, how was y'all's New Year? Y'all glad to put the old one behind?
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I'm hoping 2023 bodes better than 2022 did.
I don't know, man. It might be a hold my beer and watch this shit.
It may be a shit show, but I hope it's more entertaining, you know?
I just hope it's a shit show this time. We're able to give some back.
Amen.
Oh, that's coming. That's coming. I got to have a little bit of faith. If I don't, then I don't know what I'm going to do. But anywho, so now that we got everybody creeping in here and stuff like that, we're going to talk about the house in particular, everybody. I don't know how to feel about it exactly. It's too early to tell. I can only hope for good things. I mean, a win's a win, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it does give us a little bit of a slight edge. I would like to talk about the joke of a vote station that they had. How many times did they vote?
It was a bunch.
Like 15 times?
Yeah, I lost track after, I think, 10.
I mean, when Nancy Pelosi has to put out a Twitter and say, hey, guys, knock it off, give the man the votes that he deserves and get it over with, you know you're fucking up. If she has to come in and say something like that, I mean, come on. Did y'all see that tweet?
I did not see it, but I did hear about it.
Yeah, so, I mean, you got to be at the last straw of desperation if Nancy Pelosi is the common sense in the room. I'm just saying. Jeez.
Yeah, that says a lot right there. When she's the voice of reason. I mean, what kind of Twilight Zone shit is that?
Right. It is unfortunate that we didn't get a real Republican in, but you know, you get what you get.
Well, I don't think it was based off of knowledge and abilities. I think it was based off of familiarity. He's run how many times since 2014 or 2004, whatever it was? He's run every year, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And failed against Nancy Pelosi. So anyway, he's in there now, and that's what we got. Kind of have to take it how you can take it, right? I don't particularly trust McCarthy. Voice of yeah, Mama D. I got my notification, but it was late. I got it at the same time I got a notification for Adam Calhoun. So yeah, hey, that's cool. But yeah, I don't know why the daggum notification. Let me see if I can push notifications right quick. They updated StreamYard, so it changed some things on here. So I don't know.
Okay.
All right, I just re-pushed notifications. So anybody that didn't get it, they should be getting it now.
Okay.
So maybe everybody will jump in. What's up, Hillbilly? Palmetto, Mama D. I think Kat was in here earlier.
I think she's still here.
Yeah, she's first thumbs up. Y'all got to be quick to beat her in here. She's going to get that notification. She got like a magic phone or something. I don't know what it is. Like she gets it before it even goes live. I mean, it's crazy. Like as soon as I set it up to schedule it, bam, there it is.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway, so McCarthy, I can't put my trust in the man just because there's other things that I've been kind of studying about him, and people do that, and I'm guilty of it too. If I go in and vote, if I don't know who that person is, I don't vote for him at all, right? But
right.
It's kind of a double-edged sword because if you don't vote for the Republican, you definitely gonna get a Democrat, so there's no chance at that point. But it's really, really easy for somebody to get into a seat under the false tense of a name, right? I don't know. How many? It says 7:15. I jump on at 7:30 because I know y'all. Yeah, it's Saxon.
Hey, look, we gotta have time to prep.
It's true.
We normally talk about Palmetto for about 15 minutes behind the scenes before we come on here. So, but anyway, so we got McCarthy in there, and there was a lot of things that's been set in motion, and they got a lot of things they're supposedly going to vote on. Some of them I support. Some of them I really don't know about yet. I really hadn't looked into them. I know one of them is term limits, and I am in full support of term limits for politicians.
Hell yeah.
100%. They need to 8 years and out. Sorry. It's just the way it needs to go. Because honestly, the House and the Senate had, and we've talked about this before, they have more power than the president, hands down. Okay. So why would they get to be lifelong position holders of such a powerful position? And the thing is you can look up their salaries, right? And you see what they make every year, which to begin with, they wasn't supposed to make anything. It was supposed to be voluntary basis 1 week out of the month. But anyway, you see them going in with $100,000 a year salary, right? But they come out in 4 years and they're multimillionaires. How does that happen? I mean,
it's all about corruption, raping the people.
And I don't get it. And it happens with every politician. The only honest politician that there is a broke one. And I hadn't seen any broke ones.
Broke one or a dead one.
Well, there that is. A lot of faulty catalytic converters out there in the world, just saying.
Well, I mean, it's like the old saying goes, politician gets his mouth open, he's probably lying. I mean, you got to search very hard to find one who's going to actually still have a moral compass that isn't broke. Because once they get in there, it's like somebody spikes the punch or something and they're all jacked up and their whole
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you got insider trading, and the fact that once you're elected, it's a celebrity. You know,
Yeah,
you're literally a celebrity then.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you know how to work the system right, you can. I mean, you can stay in the spotlight and stay and watch the rest of your life.
Yeah, and plus manipulate outside entities such as other countries, and stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there. But and being I'm saying this term limits and stuff like that, and I'm gonna kind of roll into something else that's gonna be a little bit touchy, and it may get us flagged, but I don't give a shit. So everybody remembers, and I'm going off on a tangent here, rabbit hole time. So everybody remembers Mar-a-Lago SWAT team rolling in,
Yep.
taking documents, classified documents that were under lock and key, right? Just a smorgasbord, just a straight up, just smear orange man bad documents, classified documents, blah, 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 blah. Went through the man's wife's panties and underwear and all that stuff. Okay. Y'all been paying attention to the news?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Guess who else is place they found documents in an unprotected office, a personal office?
That's totally different, man. That's totally different.
Not the bed shitter.
Yep, the bed shitter.
Yeah. Oh, Sniffy McGee himself. So he's apparently got some documents that they found while cleaning out a personal office space. Classified documents, right? So now they've appointed a lawyer to investigate this.
Okay, I'm confused. Maybe you can help me out here. Why do they need to get a lawyer to investigate? It sounds like it happened. It's there. It was found. Why do you need a lawyer to investigate?
Well, here's the thing. It was over a year ago. It was in the fall. But
I did like Trump's response to it, though.
Oh, I didn't even see that. What did he say?
He said, "All right, well, I'm waiting for the FBI to raid his house now."
Exactly. But my thing is just now surfacing. And
let's. I'm gonna kind of deviate on another rabbit hole off this rabbit hole for a second. Do you think that maybe? Do you really think that the Democratic Party is going to let him run for re-election?
No. You talking about Biden?
Yeah.
No. And see, you're on my 10. Everybody put your tinfoil hats on, because T is exactly in line as what I was about to lead into. So it's very funny that right after the Speaker of the House happens to go Republican, that this information comes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who's in control of investigating and situations like this? The House. The House.
Oh, really? Okay.
So who started the investigation on January 6th? Who started the investigation on Trump's taxes? All that stuff, right? It all has to go through the system. So guess where this information about the miraculous documents that they found a long time ago just now popped up? I think they might be setting up for somebody else.
Well, it definitely makes you wonder, because there's no strategy in the libtard playbook that ends well letting him run for re-election. Because even if he was to get re-elected, he's already shown that he's completely out of touch and squirrely as the day is long. I just don't see how he could pull another 4 years and not get us in some serious shit or do something really stupid.
Yeah, he could pull a Pennsylvania voter. You know, he could be a national fetterman, just walk around. I like the color of the number 7. You know, and
Talk about the
those
toasters chasing him in Scranton when he was on his
ex-
bicycle.
exactly. And
Flying
half
around.
of the fucking country is going to vote for him. Well, yeah. Never mind. Anyway, I don't want to get his flag there.
Yeah. That's a touchy subject there.
Well, okay, but he didn't say anything out of line, really. He said half the country will vote for him. All
Right.
That's
Right.
not. We're not insinuating anything illicit.
No,
We're
no,
saying
we're talking about the possibility of re-election for our commander in chief,
Yeah.
Joseph Biden.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
we're not, you know.
But it should piss a lot of people off, though, the fact that in a country where manufactured outrage is like the thing, talking about classified Trump stuff, that the House isn't just banging down the doors saying, "Okay, let's investigate the president now that we found these documents." Well, yeah, found them a year ago.
Well, it all go. I mean, this is the same. Okay, let's go ahead and just give them both barrels. Let's investigate the documents and investigate all this crooked shit with Hunter and the FBI covering up his laptop.
right. So, and I'm reading this from USA Today now, which is a pretty legitimate place, right? Sometimes they say shit that actually makes sense there. Every now and then, it's rare, but it happens. And YouTube, this is coming from a known news station. Okay, so USA Today. Opening statement they put about this was if Trump was irresponsible for stashing secret documents, what does that make Biden? That's the headlines.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm trying to find the actual date. They actually aired this on 60 Minutes, by the way. So where is it at? I had something that showed the date on it. I can't find it now, but it's not recently. It's not like they just found this Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They found these documents a while back. So, yeah.
Also, as far as the laptop thing goes, you can pull that up in New York Post. There's articles about it. The whole Twitter thing where it shows all the orchestration and whatnot. So this is not something I'm pulling out of my ass. This is a legitimate, it really happened.
Absolutely. This is an educational channel. So we're just
Well,
referencing pulls from legitimate homestead of information providers such as CNN, USA Today, Washington Post, and so forth.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Fuck off, YouTube. Oh, damn, that slipped off. Anyway, yeah. So we got term limits, right? They're wanting to. I'm in support of that. Okay. Right now, they're wanting to get rid of the 87,000 IRS members that they hired to carry around weapons and pretty much attack the civilization of the USA. But right now, they're trying to get rid of that. Now, is it going to happen? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the Senate. But I'm pretty sure it'll make it through the House.
Well, something I saw, and somebody that's more knowledgeable about this than me, I'd heard on one place where I was reading it that this is all for show, because even though they're saying they're not going to fund it, this, that, and other, it's already been voted in, and that in fact the agents have been already placed or hired or whatever. I don't know how true that is. I thought, from what I remember, they were going to hire these agents over a period of time. Now, if I'm incorrect, check me on it. Do your own research. But I don't think that this vote is anything more than just to garner hey, look, like we're doing something. We told you we'd do this.
Yeah.
But do I think anything's going to happen?
No.
So it seems to me like what the best thing to do, if the House actually cared about this whole 87,000 IRS agents, let them get hired. That's fine. The thing is, the next bill that comes around, it doesn't matter what bill it is. Absolutely doesn't matter what bill it is. You do the Democratic playbook, and you stick a little addendum to the ass end of that bill saying these 87,000 IRS agents will not be funded.
And in theory, I love it. It's great. Let's do it. But in reality, there's too many ballless
Yeah.
Republicans that will not stick together. They're drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. They are not. Look, Democrats got down. They're thick as thieves. Those some bitches, if they were on the Titanic and that some bitch was sinking, it was the HMS Democrat, every one of them some bitches fall to the bottom of the sea because that's how they are. But Republicans, them some bitches be jumping off, trying to steal boats, pushing kids in the water, wherever they goddamn do. Save their own ass.
I was going to say the Democrats probably be putting dresses on women. And
Well,
children
okay,
first.
that's good point. I overlooked that. I'm sorry. They'd be trying to infiltrate. But I'm just saying, the Republicans don't have the backbone. I'm sorry.
Oh no, yeah. Fucking grow up here.
Well, I mean, he's right. A team that plays dirty together wins.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's as simple as it gets. Now, this all sounds like good news, right? They're voting on term limits. They're voting on getting rid of the 87,000 IRS workers. They're voting on flat consumption taxes. Let me word that correctly. Getting rid of income taxes and voting on consumption taxes, right? That all sounds great, and I'm in support of all three of those, but it's never going to pass the Senate. And if it does, it's already been said that it's going to be vetoed if it does make it past the Senate. So does it look good? Yeah, like you said, T, it looks great, right? It looks good on TV.
Absolutely.
But is it going to happen? Not likely. Even though that flat tax, that consumption tax would be completely beneficiary to the structure of the common working man or woman, right? It would be a relief like nobody would believe, right?
Well, yeah, it'd be great. It'd be awesome because you would actually take home the money you earn. The Fed and the state wouldn't be bending you over a fucking barrel every payday and snatching money out of your wallet. All right? And then you having to come beg and plead and pray in April or whenever the hell you do your tax return that you might get some of it back from it. See, okay, but hear me out. It would benefit the average working person. The working class would benefit immensely from it because you would no longer be shelling all that money out. We discussed this back in StreamYard before it came on. And the other thing would be that all these people out there, they're getting all these breaks. That shit goes away. All these brood mares that got 15 baby's kids from 3 different fathers, and they're cashing in right around their fucking Yukon with the spinners. That shit's going to end because they can't draw that extra money no more at the end of the year and basically get paid for being a brood mare. That's over. So they're not going to be able to work the system the way they were. They might actually have to get out there and do something like get a damn job. So,
yeah, I mean, you hit it on the head. It's the whole. Do you love special interests? Do you love getting elected, or do you love the American people? Do you love the country?
you already know the answer to that, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but that's what it, that's what it comes down to. Do you want to be elected again? Do you want cash in your bank account as an elected official? Exactly. Yeah. Or do you want to actually help the country? the people, your electorate, the people that elected you. No. Government
The
doesn't
only way
love
you're
you.
going to break this mold, and please, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, this is my belief. The only way you're ever going to break this mold is to stop electing the 1% of the country. You got to start electing people from the working class to represent the working class, because if you don't, you're never going to have anybody in there that is going to be looking out for the man that put him in the damn office and having a fucking moral compass that's halfway not broke, trying to do what's right.
Absolutely.
I'm with you, but people, and I've heard people say this, and I don't want to reference any names, but they've talked about running for positions, and then it comes up that it would seem to be a waste of time, right? Because you're not going to get that back. And like you're saying, people need to vote for the working class, but they're not supporting the working class people that run for these positions. And it's happening all over all these districts and everything. You have the common man, right? That's not a lifetime politician that runs for these positions, and they don't get them, right? And the reason is because, and I'll say it like it is, they have no faith in the system that is set in place for electoral votes, right? So if you think that you're going to lose before you even enter the race, then why would you? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
because it's not a cheap thing to do that.
No, it's not. You would have to have financial backing somewhere, and that's why I was doing this. The money is the issue.
And
the average working man, we don't have the ability to put a campaign out there and run and ride all over the state shaking hands and kissing babies. We don't have that. We don't have that resource. Now, that changes the whole. That makes the playing field uneven straight from the get-go. And you're right; they don't have faith in them. But now, what I will say, wasn't there a truck driver got elected somewhere up on the Eastern Seaboard somewhere that ran?
I remember something about that. I don't know if he got elected, but it made a big enough splash that people were talking about it.
I thought he got elected. I thought it might have been for municipality or something, but it was a truck driver.
Right.
So it can happen. It's just it's rarer than hen's teeth.
Oh yeah, but like you're saying, anytime you pick Joe Blow off the street, stick him in a suit and let him run. Anytime that you're doing that, somebody's got to back you. And there's always okay, we're going to back you, we're going to put you in, but you got to do something for us once you're in there.
Exactly.
Every time.
Okay.
It doesn't matter,
Quid pro quo.
Yeah, it just is what it is.
All right.
That's
It was
politics.
Ed Durr was his name.
Hey, Ed.
Okay.
He spent $153 on his campaign. Do I believe that? I don't know about that, but yeah, he won.
Nice.
Okay.
That was in New Jersey. He's in the 3rd district.
Okay. Well,
So, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not arguing with you, Vanguard. I'm just saying that there's a little bitty possibility.
Right there
Might
is.
get elected, but it's so damn. You're fighting an uphill battle from the get-go.
Yeah, and I mean we're talking hundreds of districts per state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I mean it's.
Now here's another thing too. I think you've got a lot of people, and maybe I'm wrong. I think a lot of people want to run, but they're afraid of what's in their past. They got a lot of shit in the closet.
Well, even if they don't have something in their closet, election is a short span, right? So by the time you start running and you start getting votes and you're pandering and campaigning, by the time somebody goes out there and makes up a bold-faced lie about you,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's already corrupted your name in the eyes of the common person, right? So they're like, oh shit, let me back away. And then after the election, it comes out, none of this was true. What are you going to do about it?
Exactly. It takes a special kind of person to embrace some dirt and just keep on trucking.
Right. So 20 years ago, it may have been shorter than that. No, I'm going to say 20 years ago at least. When we'll say presidents, when presidents ran for positions, senators, whatever, they always talked about what they were going to do for the country. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. How many commercials, y'all tell me if you remember any commercials this past election, right, where you heard them saying what they were going to do?
It was all slinging mud on the other person. That's
Yeah,
all.
how big an asshole the other candidate was.
Yeah, it's all a smear campaign.
Yeah.
Look at Warnock and Walker.
Herschel Walker. Yeah.
Not one time did you see them say, "Hey, this is what I'm going to do." All you seen was Walker did this, blah blah blah. I support this message, and then you seen Warnock did this, blah blah blah. I support this. You never seen them say, "This is what I'm going to do for the country," and that's pathetic. So now the elections are based on who is the least worst out of the two. That's what it's based on now.
Yep.
So it's just, I don't know. Marines and Army Mom, welcome. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Welcome to the shit show.
That's it. We keep it real.
Well, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
Because, and I kind of paid attention to stuff like that, and you never heard them one time say, "I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that." It's just constant of what this person did. And you're right. People's got a fear of that. Even if they didn't do anything wrong in their past, it's going to get brought up. They could say, I don't know, absentee ran through the field with a dinosaur bone and threatened a midget with it or something. You know what I'm saying? It may have never happened, but it's gonna ruin your name during the election.
I mean, I just, the only way I can see the way they do smear campaigns now, it would take a special kind of person who basically uses the smear to further their cause. Like they embrace it, just keep going. They own it. Yeah, I did that. I was also 25. Do we want to talk about all the shit in the past, or we want to keep our eyes forward to what we want to get accomplished?
Right.
You make the choice. I mean, I think that's the. Wow.
I like it. What's up, Jay?
Jay's in the house.
Jay, did you ever get off that Obama web? We're waiting on you.
Fucking Cricket Wireless, damn it.
Fucking cup and string internet going on over there. In the fucking Uganda mountain trails.
I'm telling you, Paul, man, I don't think you want me to run 2024. I got enough skeletons in my closet. I'd have to do some damage control. There's better people suited.
You got my vote.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Hey, because I know what's going to go down on day one. There's going to be a lot of damn paperwork signed, is all I got to say.
Shit, there'll be a bunch of buses rolled up in U-Hauls and about 50 fucking U.S. Marshals walking through there.
You're going to need a damn
stamp. Locked up.
Yeah, you're going to need an automatic stamp signature.
Oh, no. Tell you what, that's how you do it. You start on one end of Congress. You just walk your ass down through there, stop whichever office you need to, and have two marshals go in, snatch your ass up, take them out.
We call that Elon. We're gonna call that Elon Muskin.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. I'll need all the fucking marshals from the three states around it. I have to get all of them from Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania,
Yeah, we about to see,
Delaware.
we about
Is
T.
Virginia a free state anymore?
Kind of.
Ish.
Yeah, it's a ish.
I'm about to put something on here, and it's gonna send T off on a tangent.
Well,
There it is. Appreciate it, Hillbilly. Appreciate the ammunition.
Dude. These are the same fuckers that tell you need to have an electric car. How many of you seen all them damn retards with the Teslas in fucking California running their Ryobi generators, charging them fuckers because of the rolling brownouts?
and then you'll have your governor tell you not to charge your electric car.
Well, don't cook dinner at 6 o'clock for your kids. Wait until 10:30 when everybody else is asleep. So we'll
Right.
strain the damn power grid. What kind of fucking bullshit is that?
Yeah, so think about what he said, right? Don't do it at 6. Okay, they put this out statewide. Okay, everybody don't cook at 6. Do it at 10:30. All you did was move the blackout time from 6 to 10:30. Hello.
Well, that works out real well, though, because then all the looting can begin.
There you go.
I mean, there won't be a Wally World or fucking Kroger that have been ransacked or Target. I mean, you know, they like to hit. That's their 3 favorite places to tear up.
Well, I'm about to be a Chevy man myself anyway, for a simple fact because they said they're not going full electric.
Good.
Good.
Seriously, they said that?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be damned.
Ford's all in.
Well,
Dodge is all in. Toyota is. I mean, yeah.
And as a car guy, have you seen the electric Mustang?
Oh my God.
That's a bigger piece of shit looking car than the Mustang 2. That hurts my heart.
the Mustang 2 is like white.
Yeah.
It looks like a fucking CRV in a I don't know, maybe a Mustang. Something had a baby and it didn't work out.
Yeah, it's like the slow baby of a Mustang and a God, I don't know, something.
They need to throw that bitch back and try again.
They've made
I'm
a
not
lot.
even a Ford guy.
Well, I mean, I was raised up. You know, my dad was a Ford person. I liked Ford until they started. I mean, I don't know that. I'm
But
not
yeah,
that impressed.
back to your gas thing. Yeah, even 6 months ago, when they were putting this out as well, they were okay. What is it? Basically blaming gas stoves on 34% of or I don't remember the percentage, but basically asthma. Well, it has to be safe.
So, okay, well, if that's the case, and I got kids and grandkids that you can say have some form of asthma or whatever, I didn't have a gas stove. So, what caused it? It was
Chemtrails.
my neighbor's gas stove. That's what it was. It was the greenhouse gases from my next door neighbor creeped in the ground and came up into my house. That's what happened.
Right. Yep.
Some of that radon shit.
Radon.
Well, I mean, you're using that kind of bullshit.
Yep.
I mean, that must be the damn rationale they're going to use. But here's another thing, since we're going down this rabbit hole about these fucktards want to get rid of gas stoves. Gas stoves have been around for ages. Okay. What's the one? There's two advantages to gas stove. One, I think they cook better. Now, people may argue that, and that's fine. Two, what's the main advantage about a gas stove?
I can run my gas stove without electricity.
Bingo.
Absolutely.
There you go, right there. Okay. That gives you a leg up if the grid fails, if some shady shit goes down and something happens, there's a natural disaster, whatever, you can still cook. Hell, you can still heat your house, worst case scenario.
Yep.
Okay. But everybody goes electric.
Yeah. How about all the people in Texas? When that blizzard come through there, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
A lot of people died from that. Imagine how many would have if natural gas wasn't available as a commodity to use in your house for heat. Just think about it. It would have been in the hundreds of thousands.
Sure, absolutely.
Hmm.
The thing
y'all got to forgive Jay. He has one of the first fossilized Priuses that he drives around. So he doesn't like Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, any of them. Anything that may happen to pronounce that he's a man, he's not driving it. So anyway, back to the natural gas. It'll all work out, Jay.
A Reliant K car. Mm-hmm.
I got a smart car.
Dude.
I would like to see me try to get in a smart car.
It'd be like that episode. Remember the movie The Expendables?
Yeah.
The second one. Had Schwarzenegger, somebody trying to get a smart car. I think Schwarzenegger snatched the door off of it so he could fit in it.
Jeez.
That was some funny shit. It was like a pregnant skateboard with two grown men trying to drive it.
It ain't happening. I'm not getting in there. There's no way. It would be unsafe for anybody that's occupying the highway when I need to make a turn.
Unsafe at any speed.
Oh, got one of them 10-inch tires on the bitch.
I was going to say, in a smart car, it's probably about 30 miles an hour.
But, I mean, damn.
Yeah.
Just damn. Well, everybody rush out and make sure you get your electric range. Get that little extra $850 buyback bonus or whatever from the Fed, because they're printing money like it's a monopoly, like the Milton Bradley. And, go ahead and get your electric range so you can help do your part to get rid of the greenhouse gases that are causing asthma and shit in your house.
I would like to see, you remember, okay, so 5-6 years ago, you could go out, no, we'll say like 7 years ago, you could go out and get you a new water heater anywhere from $150, $200, right? On the cheap end. So you were going to get like a White's or a Sears or whatever, right? And all of a sudden, I mean, it was overnight, literally. Your water heater jumped up to like $600. It's a friggin' tank with a heater element on the bottom of it, depending on if it's gas or electric.
Right.
And it would be interesting to know what government restrictions or what fingers they had in it to make it go up that high.
They changed something internally on it.
It must have been. I mean, it's kind of like the old thing about the gas can. You used to go out and be able to buy a $5 gas can. Now you have to buy the $20 gas can that's got 2 different locks on it. It's got all sorts of bells and whistles because the government says, well, now you have to have vents and locks and you can't taste test it.
Yeah, well, they can kiss my ass. I got jerry can.
Exactly.
And I will purposely disable those stupid vapor lock handles and shit.
Right.
That promote arthritis when you're trying to hold 3 different things to get 4.
Exactly.
No, we're not doing that. I'll just continue to get my surplus jerry cans and clean them up, and you can throw them some bitch in the back of a truck, 4-wheeler, whatever you need to do, and they work just fine.
Hell, I don't even use a regular water heater. We got tankless.
Yeah.
And I mean,
yeah,
you'd be surprised what that cuts down on your power.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well,
hot water heaters gonna run all the time.
It's just on
Well,
demand,
that's
right?
true. That's true. But tankless, you have to put in each room. You've got hot water, pretty much, right?
No, one system. Water goes in it. As soon as it's got a pressure valve on it, as soon as you open the hot water side of the faucet,
Uh-huh.
it kicks that machine on. And the main water feeds into that, and it goes to every spigot in the house. It's plumbed to every hot water side.
Okay.
And I mean, the one I've got, you can set the temperature however you want to set it, right? I mean, it goes all the way up commercial to like 150 degrees or 160 degrees, something like that. But it's almost instant. As soon as you turn it on, I mean, it's there, and it's endless. No more days of, if you got a multi-person house of, oh, you got to wait to take a shower because the hot water's got to heat up and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Jay.
Well, it'll be time to replace my water heater before too long. I'm gonna look at tankless.
I'm telling you, it's worth it, and the price of them now is competitive to an actual tank water heater.
Okay.
But yeah, it's one system, works great. I mean, I hadn't had any issues out of mine so far, right? And I mean, they've got an element in them just like the other ones, but they're real easy to work on. Real easy. It's all compact. I think mine's maybe 15 inches by 15 inches.
Yeah, they're not big.
No.
At all. I'll definitely have to look into one because
check it out. It's worth looking into. And the thing is, you just pipe it right in because you got a main hot water line that comes out of your hot water heater now, right? You got a main feed in, cold feed going in, hot feed going out. You just get rid of the big ass one and put the little one in there.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, they're efficient. Works very well. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hope tankless water heaters see they see this video. Somebody that's like with that company and they contact me and we're going to give you
pay a finder's fee.
Yeah, we're going to give you $250,000 commercial fee. And I'll put a damn Syntec water heater commercial on here every video. I don't give a shit.
Brought to you by our friends at Syntec water heaters, tankless. There you go. Do a little commercial plug at the beginning. So they get it done.
Yep. You buy one tankless heater, and we'll send you a butt baby for free.
A free butt baby? You can't beat that.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. My daughter sent me a text last night. I missed it until I got this morning. I looked at it. It was a video. I go, what the hell did you send me? So I flipped it up, and it was a damn crochet doll of a woman. And you pull up her little skirt or whatever, if I remember correctly, and you squeeze out a baby. It's in it. All right?
Wow.
Oh, God.
And the baby's got, like, if I remember correctly, the baby has a umbilical cord and maybe afterbirth. I might be wrong, but all that comes out, the placenta.
Oh, God.
And then you wrap the baby. I want to say you take the skirt off and wrap the baby in as this, like you're swaddling it or whatever. I'm going, who in the fuck thinks of this shit?
Man, can we just go back to the days when they first invented the babies that the eyes open when you stood them up? I mean, come on, guys. Shit. It's going a little too far with this. I mean,
they said it's for educational purposes.
Yeah,
but you know what? Oh my God. Can you imagine? So we can't really get on the butt baby, bandwagon now with, manufacturing the butt baby, but butt baby clothes, just like Barbie clothes.
Oh, fuck. Dude, I'll go one further than that. Did you hear about what DC Comics did?
Oh, no. Nope.
Everybody knows who Batman is, right?
Yep.
The Joker is now trans and going to have a baby.
I'm Batman.
I'm the Batman.
Shows him in a gynecologist's office. I've seen the actual page. Got his legs up in a stirrup, and Elroy looking all up in there to see if he's going to be okay with the baby.
So all this time, he was actually a female?
Dude, I don't know. I saw that shit and I said, "You have got to fucking be kidding me."
I bet Joaquin Phoenix doesn't take that part.
Well, they're from Hollywood. Who fucking knows, dude?
Right.
Well, they'll probably get the little bald-headed bastard that they just fired that was over nuclear regulations. The one that
Oh, he
started.
looks
he
like a
probably
butt
loves that
baby.
shit.
Yeah.
Do a smiley face on because he already grins like a shit eater, anyways. You talking about the one that perpetually likes to steal everybody's fucking luggage, right?
Yeah.
that guy.
That bald-headed weirdo.
That it. I can't say guy. I don't know what the fuck. I
I
don't
ain't a
know.
guy. That's a.
Even when they birthed him, he wasn't a guy. He may have had a sack, but he wasn't a guy.
He's a tankless water heater.
He is a tankless.
Yeah, man, these other countries is looking at us and saying, "What in the hell is going on?"
I
over there?"
mean, you know, here, think about this, okay? Just for a second. You know, all the shit that broke loose in Mexico last week, right?
Mhm.
It was like Mogadishu there for a few days because, you know, the Sinaloa cartel, which our cartel was, they weren't having none of it. I mean, it says something when you see cartel members on top of houses with some kind of damn rifle. I don't know what it was, and they're trying to take down a Mexican military aircraft. Okay. They're not really concerned with America because America's too busy fighting over pronouns. I mean, so what if shit breaks off down there, you know? And it just, no country that borders us is taking us seriously. Canada is a fucking dumpster fire in itself. In Mexico, I mean, that's a whole different kind of dumpster fire. But you know, nationally, across international internationally, Europe looks at us like we're a bunch of fucking idiots. You already know Australia does because they call us out daily. No telling what the fucking Arabs and the Asians think of us.
Oh my God!
They're just looking at us at real estate, man. Once they take us over.
Well, I can tell you right now, the Arabs, you know, they don't tolerate none of this bullshit.
Hillbilly, I don't. Under this administration, even with the Republicans that we have in there now, I don't think they sure as shit wouldn't throw as much money as at an invasion of the U.S. as they would at Ukraine.
The only way they would throw money in an invasion of the U.S. is if it was wherever all their fucking houses are.
Right. Or if
Yeah.
it was on D.C. at the time everybody was there.
If you had a fucking beachhead being established in Delaware and they were rolling armor to D.C. to cook them fuckers, then they would free up money from everywhere. I mean, you would see no stone unturned, no amount too much. We're going to have the best of the best to make sure we stop this invading force.
Right. So, yeah.
If they drop a bunch of shit and it comes across the border in fucking El Paso or Seattle or wherever, that's all right.
Yeah. Because y'all's president was touting like $800 million, $800 million bucks sent to the border to help. That's nothing compared to what we've sent to basically fighting a proxy war.
Yeah, this is a dick measuring contest with Putin. That's all it is. This is like somebody in school with too much of a chicken shit to go and face whoever it is they're pissed off with, or they whatever, so they get somebody else to do it for them.
Right.
That's all it is. Thank both of them for the service.
Absolutely. By the way, we are full supporters of military.
Absolutely.
So you mentioned the border just a minute ago. So let's address the pedophile in the room. I mean the elephant in the room. So so he goes to El Paso, right? That they spent a whole week cleaning up and moving all the tents and shit out and securing. Right?
Yep.
What a joke.
Well, you notice. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, brother.
No, it's just it was a planned visit, right? A week prior, this place was an absolute shithole in the spot that he went to, and he goes down there and it's all clean. They're not even next to the border, really.
No.
They don't pan left or right or anything like that. They've cleaned up this entire area, right? They bring him in there and he's like, "Oh, I don't really see a problem down here." Okay. And then explain the fucking 900 Greyhound buses that's been carting people all over the damn country. Explain that.
Well, you saw he avoided any wall that was something Trump built, too. He made it a point to avoid that.
Oh. So, Jay, a recap. We discussed the 87,000 IRS employee bill that they're trying to get going to remove them. We talked about the flat taxes, and we talked about McCarthy being a piece of shit. So, what else did we talk about?
Well, he's asking about, what's the House doing? Like them voting down these 87,000 agents. I think most of us are in the consensus, Jay, that it's basically theater.
Yeah, it's a dog and pony show.
That's it. What the fuck does that mean? I mean, we try to put as much in there in an hour as we can.
We used to have another guy that came on here and, kind of talked about stuff, but he moved. He's in like Waganda or some shit like that now with shitty internet.
Ooga booga.
Oh.
Just damn. Yep, there it is.
That's it. Wouldn't have it any other way.
So yeah, basically, Jay, is the consensus is that everything they're doing in the House right now is worthless. It's not going to make it past the Senate. If it does, it's going to get vetoed at the top, at the desk level, right, or in the studio, wherever the hell he signs all this shit at. So, I mean, I don't know. Technically, by the numbers of the Senate, technically, right, if you're counting neutral parties and Republicans versus Democrats, technically we have the Senate as well, but that's not the way it's going to flow.
No.
But yeah, they're it's. Oh, you're spot on. Marines and Army Mommy. I mean, you're. Oh yeah.
Yep.
You don't want to bite the damn hand that feeds you, so there that is.
Well, again, it doesn't help the fact that most of our Republican representatives are spineless pieces of shit.
Well, did you see they're talking about sending tanks over there now, right?
To Ukraine?
Yes, sir.
What the fuck we need to send them tanks for?
They're talking about sending armored tanks and all over there now.
No, fuck that. Not unless they're going to take some Panzers out of the fucking museum and send those to them.
Let me pull it up, man. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, okay, hell, riddle me this then. If they're going to do some fucked up shit like that and send American armor to these fucktards, all right, they couldn't get our F-18s or F-16s or whatever fucking plane we were trying to give them because they're not familiar with them. Okay? But they can be familiar with American armor. I got a problem with this because somewhere down the road, what if these fuckers turn on us? They're familiar with our equipment, how it operates, any shortfalls, etc. Why the fuck no?
Well,
Oh,
here you go.
They're sending Bradleys too.
If you,
Oh, fuck.
there was another little excursion that we did back in the 60s, you know, where we sent advisors over, you know, and so did the Russians, so they could fly and we could fly our own stuff. You know, it's looking vaguely familiar.
Well, we shouldn't be there. I'm sorry.
No.
If we hadn't gotten involved in this shit a year ago almost, think of how different the landscape would be. Because I don't think don't get me wrong, I'm not a supporter of Putin or anything else. That's not me. That's not what I'm saying. I don't think Putin would have gone any further than Ukraine. I
I don't know.
think he was after Ukraine because he wanted to bring it back into the fold. It wouldn't have affected us one way or the other. As a matter of fact, it might have ended up being better for the world in the long run because you don't have this drain economically and geopolitically and everything else. Look at how many things come out of that little fucking pissant country that have jacked up everything. Look at the fucking gross national product that they produce and what it affected.
Well, you know, you're right, and I guarantee you, those Germans right now that are sitting there going, "Ooh, it sure is cold with all that, you know, without all that Russian energy coming our way."
Mhm.
Yeah, they're going to be feeling it if they're not right now.
Well, here's the thing. So Germany has jumped on board with, all right, here we go. So YouTube, this is reference from the New York Times, Voice of America, The Guardian, Politico. Okay, just so you know this. So the U.S. and Germany will be sending infantry fighting vehicles to Ukraine. Okay, so the U.S. is sending Bradleys over there. They will also be possibly sending tanks. All right, France is sending tanks, and so is Britain. So that's 4 countries that's chipping in and going to send extreme amounts of high-priced military assets, right?
Why?
So, yeah,
Why?
that's the question. Why?
But see, you
Why the
don't
fuck
send
do we
in.
need to send our equipment?
I don't
Let
know,
them fight their own fucking war.
yeah. I don't know. It seems to me that you don't send in tanks to defend. You send in tanks to
No, you
escalate.
don't. No, it's not a defensive. It'd be one thing if you're sending a bunch of fucking anti-aircraft armor vehicles that
Yeah.
are equipped for anti-air. That's not what this is.
That's an escalation, is what that is.
No, you don't. This is bullshit. We're no longer funding a defensive action. We're funding a fucking conflict.
Yeah,
Let's make
and it's
that
going to
clear.
spill over. It's going to spill over.
And these fucking crooked ass politicians are too damn self-serving and just don't give a fuck. They think it's not going to affect them. If this rolls over into fucking Poland, Romania, I don't know, whichever fucking country around there that it can get into, if this shit rolls over to one of those, it's going to be a full-blown fucking conflict. It's going to turn into a war.
Yeah.
And as soon as that happens, it ain't going to be about none of this bullshit about conventional means. Russia has shit that can be here before we can fucking detect it.
And they've actually said that. The ex-president of Russia actually said that they have hypersonic ready missiles that cannot be detected.
Right. They're detected right before they hit wherever they're going after. By then, you might as well grab, it's like the old 50s, when they tell you to get under your desk, it's going to protect you from the nuclear bomb.
Yeah. Okay.
Get on your desk. Get on your desk. Why?
No, Jay, they're not paying us back, and we're not getting shit back because this is owed to them already. So yeah, just saying.
No, this is just like this is something I've never understood, and we get in conflicts. Like, take for instance, went to Germany and stomped a hole in their ass in World War II. Japan. I've never been able to grasp the concept of you fuck with the world. We have to come and play police and bail everybody out because nobody's got the shit to stop you. We come in there and stomp a mud hole in your ass. Then we got to spend all our fucking treasure to build your shit back. Fuck that. Why are we doing that? You chose to kick the fucking bear. So fix your own shit. You chose to light that fucking fuse and you got bit. Fuck around and find out.
Ozzy, Russia already feels that we're involved. They made an open threat. That ex-president said that he actually named the river that runs into D.C. He said we could have a missile there before it's ever detected. So yeah, we're already involved. Too far.
But
too
yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
But no, you're right. It's if you were Russia, and again, this is not our war. It's not our fight. But if you saw all this stuff coming into Ukraine, that's obviously ours. I mean, what's your response going to be? Are you going to take it? Not if you're Russian. I mean,
well, see, the other thing you can't take here's the problem. Any news we get about what's going on in Russia, their response to all this shit, what they're being told, we don't know how much is propaganda.
Exactly.
Because our own media is just guilty.
Oh, they're in love with they're in love with Zelensky.
This is not me spreading conspiracy theory. I'm just stating a fact. Both sides spin shit. We know this. I'm just saying, it's not like it was 30 years ago.
And the thing is by the time we see this stuff on the news, it's probably already happened. Like these tanks and stuff like that, it's probably already over there.
It's an afterthought to let us know because they don't want to catch no hell for it. But see, here's the thing. I think the reason Washington's so heavily invested, I'm just going to stop right there. Before I get us in trouble, I'm just going to shut up. Do your own research about why we're so worried about that country.
Yeah,
it isn't for the people of Ukraine.
But name another country that we've had their leader come over to D.C. They spread the flag out, inside the chambers, fawned over the guy, wanted to get pictures and kisses and all this sort of good stuff. Name one other country that's happened with. None. You can't.
Well, that's because they didn't play a piano with their penis.
No shit.
Just saying. So yeah, that's what we got going down, y'all. Nothing's changed since New Year last year. We're still in a liberal shithole. It's just stacking on right now currently. But yeah, I mean, just keep sending shit over there.
If it was truly, here's the thing: if it was truly about the people of Ukraine, where the fuck is the UN?
Huh.
I mean, that's the fucking $1 million question. If two goat herders get in a fucking fight in Mogadishu, you got to damn fly in fucking UN forces from 8 different countries to hold the damn peace. But you're letting this shit go on in fucking Ukraine? Where the fuck is the UN? I don't see no little blue helmets ducking and weaving out there helping anybody.
No, you're right. I mean, yep. I haven't heard anything out of the UN.
Exactly. Where the fuck are they? I mean, I would think all them fucktards in damn New York, they'd be burning up some damn phones trying to get some shit done. Another useless fucking organization we prop up.
Yeah, that we
We
pay.
are the UN. We're the funding arm.
Yeah.
We pay for all this shit.
Yeah, we pay as much as every other country combined pays.
We ought to throw them motherfuckers out of New York and turn it into a fucking ride share damn parking lot. Or a hotel for the fucking homeless or something. Put them some, tell them all to go relocate to fucking Belarus or damn, I don't know, somewhere. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, jeez. Boy, we started the new year live off strong, running
Yes,
all
we
out
did.
through the weeds. We oh gosh, what a shit show.
Yep.
Anyway, thank y'all for coming by. We did get a lot of new visitors. I hope they all subscribe, hit that like button.
Yep.
Those of you that are new, we do have a website that's scrolling right across the screen. It's also linked in the description. It's Evolution Vanguard's website. All right. So y'all can get on there. It's a social media platform provided to you for free. Okay. Nothing better than free, right? You can get on there, share whatever you want. As long as it's not any
No butt babies.
yeah, no pedophiliac things of that nature or any threats or porno. So if you can stay away from those, you're more than welcome to be on there. Other than that, we'll have to smite you. All right. But anyway, other than that, Sax, man, you got something you want to leave them with?
Oh golly, let's
Oh,
see. Wow. Yeah. Well, no New Year, new me. Same me, just grumpy and living in the shit show. But again, you know, it is a new year. We got some new material to play with and feed off of. So let's give it a go. Don't get down. Fight the good fight.
Hell yeah. All right, T.
All right, I'll keep it short and sweet. One, if you aren't prepared, get prepared. You can never be too prepared. Pay attention to what's going on around you. I'm afraid there's going to come a time and a place where the rubber's going to meet the road, and all of us need to be ready for when that time gets here. No, I'm not inciting any kind of violence or insurrection. I'm just saying, I think things are going to get worse before they get better, and we all need to understand that and be as prepared as we can for it if that does happen. That being said, if you can, stay strapped, stay dangerous. Be safe.
Absolutely. Yeah, be ready, don't get ready. All right. It's a motto I've always lived by. I think most of us do here. Come back Thursday. We'll be here Thursday live. It is open mic, so any of y'all that are new to the channel, if you want to come on here and talk trash, as you can see, we'll get all over the place. We'll talk about anything. It doesn't matter. So yeah, Thursday open mic. I'll shoot you the link on here if you want it. All you gotta do is come in the chat and say, "Hey, I want to come on." I'll kick it right on over there to you. Not a problem at all. We try to have fun. I know we send out a lot of weird information, but we keep it as accurate as the news providers will allow us. So we fact check ourselves. That's a big thing. That's what you have to do with a screw tube in order to keep from getting in trouble, which we know we have been in some trouble with them. But whatever, I don't really. It is what it is. Platitude, right? But yeah, thank y'all for coming by. T. Saxman, as always, I appreciate y'all being in attendance.
Thank you.
Appreciate being here.
Appreciate it.
Putting up with all my nonsense. But anyway, yep, y'all stay safe out there. We'll see y'all Thursday. And hopefully the new year will bring some changes in a good way. But if not, we'll just keep fighting the fight. Just can't give up. But other than that, y'all stay safe out there. Jay, call somebody. Get you some. All right, everybody. We'll see y'all. Y'all take care. We'll see y'all Thursday. Out.